Hello my friends, it's day 2 of Fall Eye Week. Thank you so much for tuning in. In this video, our color theme is going to be purpley plum. I'm so excited. I've got a great palette to use for today's look. But first off, I'll let you know what is going on all over the rest of my face. Today I used the Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1 as my primer, my Revlon Color Stay Foundation all over my skin. A full pump of this, by the way. Sometimes I'm tempted to not go all the way down, but it's the full pump's worth that makes me very pleased with the way it looks all over my skin. Anyway, that's the normal to dry formula, and I have it in, I believe it's Dune, but now I'm wondering if I made that up. No, it's Dune. Use my Color Stay Flexwear Concealer, which I'm absolutely loving, in Vanilla. I set with Maybelline Fit Me. I set elsewhere with Maybelline Super Stay Hybrid Powder Foundation in 128, just kind of dabbing over the areas that are not T-zone and under eye. For my contour and blush, I use this Dib stick. It's the 5.5. That's what the blush shade looks like. It's kind of mauve-y, and then there's the contour, so blended those in. And then my highlighter today is Icy Gold from the L'Oreal Infallible line. Did my brows with Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil and also that ABH Volumizing Gel, and I haven't done this yet, so let's 3-second setting mist from L'Oreal. Thank you very much. And then I put on my Milani eyeshadow primer, and this is the palette we're going to use today. This is the Violet Attendu palette from Viseart. It's going to be so perfect, guys. This is going to be a rich, rich purple look, and I'm going to lay it out on my eyes a little bit differently. I'm going to do maybe more of a halo eye, and I'm going to make the accent, I believe, be this color here. So hopefully it turns out the way I want it to. And I'm really eager to hear in the comments section if you are following along with this week of looks as well. Not necessarily my looks, but are you choosing to do something more colorful? We've got some nice, like, soft neutrals up here. I felt like this palette had been barely used when I pulled it out of my drawer yesterday thinking about this. I'm gonna go to this shade at the far end. It doesn't look very dark, but I just kind of want to see what it does. Yeah, it's actually pretty soft. This could be a nice, like, on the border, blended out type of color, but we're kind of priming the crease with it, I guess. Now let's go a step deeper. Let's go to the shade right next to it. There we go. This is odd. It's like a grayish mauve-y purple or something. There's a little purple I can see as I blend it in. And we really want to think with this look, with our crease, the shape of the eye. It's not all going to be like coming out like a cat eye. We want the whole entire crease to really be covered with this initial mid-tone. See how I'm really making sure to get it in there, inside to outside. Yes. Viseart just has some amazing palettes, and I like how when something comes out, they tend to hold on to what they make instead of, okay, this is just going to be out for a little limited time and then kick it out the door. I mean, I'm sure there are some limited edition things, but they do a really good job of continuing to make certain products available. So again, I'm still working with that color, and I'm just blending it out throughout my crease, really making sure to get inner crease right in here as well as the outer part. I really enjoyed yesterday's look, by the way. It wore amazingly well. And I wanted to say that if for you a fall eye look really means like a rich, bronzy kind of vibe, I have recently done a bronze look that I absolutely loved, and it was called the Bronze Get Ready With Me, the one in the title where I said this was so satisfying, and I used the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 1, and I absolutely love that look. So if these videos are getting you in the mood to do eyes, but you're thinking I'm not really wanting a specific color, more just bronze, check that video because I loved that look. So there we are, getting that whole color worked in throughout the crease space. And now I think we're kind of ready to start putting in some purple. And I'll probably continue to work some of that purple up into the crease also. As you can see, I've got this plum here that's got kind of a gouge in it, and I've got a really true purple as well. I'm gonna start with the plum, just getting some of that on my flat brush. And I just wanna see how much color does this plum give off? How satisfyingly purple is that gonna look? And it's looking pretty good. Really pretty, really like muted, plummy vibes. But I think I will bring in that purple as well and continue kind of going all across the lid with the more vibrant purple. But for this, we're just getting little taps into the product. It's very pigmented, really nice quality. I had also recently just pulled out my Viseart, it was the Warm Mattes palette. And that look just turned out so good. And you can just kind of tell the quality of the eyeshadow when you just see that finished look and how blurred out it is. What was it? It was maybe Saturday I used that. I loved it. Okay, here we are with the Plum. Now we're gonna take this shade, this really vibrant looking purple, and I'm gonna carry over the rest of the entire lid with that, okay? Wow. See how things just kind of took off? All over the lid. Even overlapping that Plum. It's a very strong shade. And then I think I'll probably go in with the Plum but on a smaller brush and kind of begin working that into the crease more. But we are covering any and all lid space. I may be leaving just a teensy bit free right in the absolute inner corner. But yeah, we're not playing around today. And that's fun. And we're going to turn the lights on, don't you worry. We're going to have a little pop on the center of the lid. I'm very excited for that. But right now, it's all about that purple, pressing it all over my lid. Now thinking, okay, I want the tip of the brush to be reaching all crease space. And then we take our small pointed brush. And before I get any new stuff on it, I want to go to the inner part and think, okay, let's soften this out, because this can be the tricky thing about bringing color all the way in. To me, it's like I don't want what's on the lid to seem stark in any way. I want it to look like it's blending up into the crease. So without even having anything on my brush, I'm working on doing a little softening with this small brush in this small area. Then I'll go back into my deep Plum and we're going to think, okay, this is going to be crease focused. And, you know, feel free to shape the look however you like for your eyes. Maybe you really like it looking pulled out. For me today, I'm going to do less of a pulled out and more of a kind of just blended up, just really following my own eye shape with it, okay? Can you kind of see the difference this eye to this eye, what's been going on here? Taking the Plum softly to the crease and letting it blend above. And I'll hit that edge. I'll blend it out some more, but I'm liking the way this is going so far. Really rich. And it's gonna be wearable, my friends. If you're seeing this and thinking, I just simply can't go that loud with the purple, then consider just sticking with the Plum. And you could merge Plum into maybe like a more muted Plum, like you started here on the outside and then you go inward to something like that. But I'm feeling color this week. Look how beautifully such a deep shade is really able to blend and make us feel finished. What is going on with this little gnat? Still paying attention to this inner part, still thinking, I want that to look blended, but I don't want it to look too like chunky dark. Oh, that's looking really good. Blending brush, just bare at first over this edge. And I love how well equipped this palette is with shades kind of up in here, like that shade that we first used. We've got some different mid-tones, and this is going to blur that edge and just make it really, really soft. It's just an interesting shade. It's like a beigey pink almost. Not super pink, but okay. We have that set up now. And we also want to think what should go on the lower lash line too, because maybe before I work in my little spotlight, I want to make sure all my darkness is covered. I think just to keep this soft and keep it really smooth looking, I'm going to take a bit on the very tip of this brush. Notice how I'm not going in, laying it on its side. I'm going in tip first to the Plum, and I just want to see that travel to the lower lash line too. I know I'm always concerned about staying power, but the thing about Viseart shadows, their pigment really tends to latch on pretty well. I think it's just the pure pigment that's involved in these shades. It's not playing around. You can tell even when you swatch different shades on your hand, they kind of stick. Not in an unblendable way, but it's like once it's all said and done and you've put that on there and swatched out, it kind of wants to last. So I'm just letting it start here and then softly go in. Not a ton of product, okay? And then to really ensure staying power down there, I take a little bit of Kosas Cloud Set and I go immediately under whatever has been done there on the lower lash line. By the way, there was a really bright moon last night and I had trouble sleeping. So did Bub. I mainly had trouble sleeping because he got up and that woke me up, and then I just kind of for no reason stayed up. And then he's been rewatching Friday Night Lights on his phone. That furthermore kept him up. But anyways, I know this is the fun part. This is the fun part. Let's not put it off any longer. I was thinking yesterday, like we could go full on, you know, purpley pop with it because we got this shade, but I'm more interested in using this color just to kind of like deviate from the straight up purpley purple all over the eye. This looks icy, almost a little bit beigey pink, and I'm hoping it's got enough pizzazz to pop on the center of the lid and kind of stand out. And I do like to kind of just use my finger at this point. Okay, I'm seeing that little glow now. She's still got a little depth to her. It's shining, but it's not looking really bright, but I don't mind that. We're tapping it over the centermost part of the lid. Ooh, really looking good over there, actually. I think I got a little bit more direct buildup on that eye. And if we wanted to, this shade actually is not quite what it seems. Ooh, that's got a little like purple iridescence, that shade. Let's take it further. Oh yeah, look at that center of lid. Let's add it over here. It's fun. I feel like we're just playing, you know? Sorry, I gotta see this kind of up close for a minute. Really satisfying, really fun. Let's use this shade. And I'm gonna take that right on the inner corner. I don't want to take it too far in. I still want the spotlight to be on the center of my lid, but I just need something to kind of bring that shadow in, because that just feels better to me than encircling this part of the eye in purple. Okay, so we got that little spotlight. And if you want to re-intensify anything, you could take a little bit more of that and go on either side of your spotlight and then just sort of press it in. Do we have any fallout from any of that? Just a tiny bit, but nothing that won't dust away. Okay? Sometimes stuff just gets in your lashes, and it's actually kind of beneficial at this stage of the game to sweep over your lashes, because naturally some shadow may have fallen down onto them. I think I will do a little liner with this look. I'm going to just use this M Cosmetics pen, the illustrative liner, and it's going to just hang with the lash line today. It's not going to wing out. Just straight across. Okay guys, I'm gonna apply some mascara, do my lip, and I'll be right back. Alrighty my friends, here's the finished look. It took me a while to hone in on what lip color I wanted to do with this, because everything was looking a little too pinky, and I felt like for this to all make sense on my face, the lip needed to be really, really neutral. So what I did, I just took that Tartelette tubing mascara. Again, I just kind of like that I don't have to worry about that smudging at all, and I like how lengthening it is, so I did that top and bottom on the eye. I did apply a little more blush as well. I just used Naked Brown from Wet n Wild. Again, kind of keeping with the eye being the fun, colorful pop, and everything else on the face being a bit more like, okay, we'll take a back seat. To me, that's just how it seems wearable. I mean, if you wanted to do a bright lip and a bright cheek with this, do your thing. But for me, on the lips, I wasn't really content until I took Cappuccino from the Rimmel Lasting Finish line. This is a very cool nude, deepened nude lip liner. And then I took a sheer gloss. This is the e.l.f. I think it's called Honey Drip, might be the shade. The Glow Reviver lip oil. I needed something to go on top of that that wasn't gonna look too reddish, berry, or pink. So yeah, that completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this plummy eye. Oh, here's Biddy. She's got a little bathrobe on. Oh, and your bunny has a robe on too. That's so cute. I'll see you down there, hun. But yeah, hopefully this gives you a little inspiration. I'm super pleased with the way this turned out. I think halo eyes are a little more challenging just to get your blend really going all over that eye area, but I'm so happy with how it turned out. And yeah, let me know what looks you've been trying this week in the comments section, and I will see you again tomorrow with yet another fun jewel toned eye. Thanks guys, I'll see you then. I love you. Bye.